Thanks all for coming here this morning. On behalf of our chairman, Mr. Paul Ramsey, and the Sydney FC board, I wish to announce today that both Sydney FC and our head coach, Vitezslav Lavicka, have mutually agreed that his contract will not be extended post the 2011-2012 season. Vitya, however, will continue to be coach for the remainder of this season. As has already been communicated, Vitya and I were due to meet 3 months prior to the end of his contract to discuss his future. We had a board meeting on Wednesday, January 25, and I met with Vitya on Tuesday, January 31. Both parties acknowledged that now was the time for a change of direction. Vitya has a strong desire to return home to be with his family, and we wish to explore a different football philosophy. It is important for us to acknowledge that Vitya will leave an indelible imprint on the history and heritage of Sydney FC. He will always be remembered as the man who delivered us our first double. It is also important to acknowledge that Vitya is a man beyond reproach. He is driven by a set of values which makes him a wonderful role model for all those around him. He is a man of integrity, honour and humility. His warm smile, his welcoming handshake and his positive outlook set a standard for all at this club. From a personal perspective, in our 7 months working together, I can truly say it has been a pleasure. On the back of this, to ensure what he has contributed to the club does become part of history, the Sydney FC Clubman of the Year award will be named in his honour. To receive this award, the recipient will need to have displayed continual actions and behaviours that align to the club's values, passionate work in the community, and a consistent and dedicated contribution on the training track. Vitya, on behalf of the board and this club, we thank you for everything you've done, mate. Thank you. I know that Vitya would like to say something now.
There was many questions before about my possible future here in the club, in Sydney FC, but I have to say that we find out a fair agreement between club, between Sydney FC and myself. As Dirk said, from a club point of view, they're gonna change the direction, and as a part of this is to bring a new coach. It's fully respect. From my point of view, it's quite hard because, as I told you before, I'm really enjoying my work here for Sydney FC. I'm really enjoying the living style here in Sydney. But only problem is this season I'm living here without my family. First 2 years we were here together, everybody, my wife, Irina, and 2 sisters, Teresa and Adela as well. This season it's a bit different, more difficult, and this is the reason why we decided like this. But I have to say I am very proud to be part of this club. And I would like to thank Sydney FC shareholders for opportunity, Sydney FC board for opportunity to work here. And I would like to thank also players, coaching staff, all staff in the team, in the office as well. And of course, I would like to thank Sydney FC members and Sydney FC fans as well, because we are like one big family. And I think club is going to the right direction, which is very positive for the future. And I'm not leaving today or tomorrow, as Dirk said. And trust me, I'm keen to do my best together with the team, with the players and all people in the club, in the team, to reach some success this season as well. And then we can shake hands and say all the best for future.
Vitya, what legacy are you going to leave the club, you think? What legacy have you left the club, will leave the club?
As I said, I had a great experience to work for Sydney FC. It was my first abroad overseas experience during my professional coaching career. I met very nice people, professional, motivated, so that's great, and I'm enjoying, and I wishing all the best for the future.
And as communicated, he brought us our first double and that Club Man of the Year award will be named in his honour. And I think the way he goes about his business sets a standard for a lot of people in this industry, and that will be with us forever. That Vitezslav Lavicka Club Man of the Year award is something that no one can ever take away.
To be honest, I'm very proud to be part of the Australian football, because I can compare before when I came here first season and now. I think A-League here in Australia growing up. So I am very proud to be part of this, part of Football Federation of Australia, because I wish the Australian football all the best.
When did you tell the players and how did they react?
We had a talk with the team now before we came here. So Dirk and me talked to them. It was reaction.
I mean, we originally spoke to staff this morning at 9 o'clock. Spoke to the coaching staff and the leadership group. So with Terry, Carol, and Brett at 9:15, and then at 9:30 we spoke to the broader playing group. And that's one thing that is certainly without doubt is that this coach has the locker room, and no one can dispute that, and you guys know that. And I would imagine that they will be disappointed for Vitcha the man, and I think they will want to honour who he is by giving their utmost over the next 8 weeks. And if and when we make the final 6, I don't think there'll be too many teams that'll be putting their hand up to play us. And with the group of people that we've got and the locker room culture that Vitch has created.
In terms of a replacement, Dirk, is that process already started?
Well, that'll start tomorrow.
Yeah. With the football philosophy that you mentioned, what is that? Can you elaborate on that? Do you have a picture in mind?
I mean, look, obviously today we want to focus on showing respect to Vitcha, but briefly, we're in a tough town. This is the toughest sporting landscape in the world. There's 19, 20 professional sporting franchises. This is a media town. It's about entertainment, and it's really important that consistent entertaining football is something that we portray, and different people are going to have different ideals on that. The football purist will think it means one thing. The mum that's taking her 8-year-old to an association game is going to think another, and the people that we're trying to bring to this ground here, week in, week out, they're going to have another perspective. But at the end of the day, I think there'll be a joining in regards to what that will look like, and we've got to give that the best shot so this club can be the best it can possibly be.
Vitcha, are you satisfied with what you've achieved at Sydney FC in this past 3 years? Are you happy with it?
I am, especially first season. Of course, my season here was like dream. I spoke about it before, but I'm doing my job, professional coaching job, more than 15 years so far. So I know that football is sometimes going like this, not like this only. So last season was quite tough for us, but we played the Asia Champions League, which is another great experience for the club, for the players, for all of us. And this season we're still chasing to be part of the final and try to reach some good success. So I am happy.
Do you have another job to go to?
Not now. Many journalists from Czech Republic rang me up to asking me about my future here in Sydney FC, about my possibly future somewhere else, but it's too early to say anything more.
And that's another component of doing it 3 months in advance.
Yeah.
So, it's trying to do the right thing so that an opportunity is provided, for Vitcha when he goes home to be with his family. I mean, you all know that he's very highly regarded in the Czech Republic, and I would be very surprised if opportunities don't come flying thick and fast.
Vitcha, are you expecting to get a job next year as a head coach in the Czech Republic? Is this when you left, you turned down FC Brno. Are you hopeful that you'll be able to get a job of a similar standing when you go back?
It's hard to say. I'm open for discussion with some clubs overseas, some clubs in my home country, in Czech Republic. That's a matter of discussion. We'll see.
Thanks, guys.
Thank you.
Thank you, gentlemen.
Gary, I'll have a chat down.